Today I'm going to show you how to do a Halloween look. I wasn't planning on getting dressed up this year because I was just going to stay at home and do nothing, but I decided that when my friend called me and said, oh, we're going to have a Halloween party, we might not be the only ones dressed up, just bring a costume just in case. So I was just like, oh yeah, sure. And I didn't have anything planned, so this is if you have not planned anything and you can literally wear any clothes with this, preferably black. This is going to be a dead girl. Okay, so let's get started. You'll first need a little container, and this will be for mixing your foundation and your white cream together. I would recommend, I'm using this just to like mix it together, just to get like the perfect shade that you want. Go as pale as you want. So first of all, you're just gonna take this, you're just gonna add a tiny little bit into a little container. Just close the lid. You're gonna get this, and you're gonna use actually more than you expect. Just gonna dollop that in there. Okay, then you're just gonna mix these together, just like with the back of the handle or something. I'm not using my hands because I've got long nails and I don't want makeup stuff underneath them, which can get really annoying. Alright, as this mixed together, it can be like as pale or anything as you want. There we go. When you do this, you just need to wipe that off in case you get it like mixed anywhere or stuck anywhere. So you're gonna need to tie your hair back like that. Sorry, my hair's flat, by the way. And you never do your hair before your makeup, because otherwise if it comes like in front of your face like mine does, it gets in the way so much. Okay. Alright, next you're just going to get a little bit on your finger, and you're just going to put it everywhere where you'd normally apply your normal foundation. And this works for boys as well, like because it's not really feminine apart from the hair. So you could just like adapt it slightly if you wanted to. I sound really weird today. I'm sorry, I'm ill. And you just rub it in and you try and keep it really even. The more even it is, the more realistic it will seem. Sorry if I'm looking down a lot and looking into my laptop screen to see what I'm doing properly. And if you need to, get some more and just put it on. Just try and keep it so even. Doesn't matter if it goes on your lips. Okay, now it's all over your face. You need to apply it to your neck and under your chin, because if you don't, then you'll just like walk around and you'll just sort of have like a mask on, and it won't look good. It won't look realistic. So you need to take it down as far as your top or your dress or whatever you're gonna wear goes. Down your neck. And also, if it's coming down onto your chest, you just need to do it down here as well, so it doesn't just stop on your neck as well. Okay. Also, be sure to connect the lines that connect your chin and your under chin, because I've seen so many times people walking around and they've put it on their chin and they've put it on their face, and there's just a line where they forgot to connect it. Okay. Also, don't forget to bring it just back here. You might not be able to see it when your hair is done, but also do it on your ear as well, just in case you can, if you're doing your hair differently to how I'm going to suggest doing it. Okay. This I use as my eyebrow pencil. Eyebrow brush. And I just take it and I make my eyebrows quite dark for this look. And I just follow their shape and I just fill them in. See how much darker they are. Okay. Any scars might become visible. Look, I have a little scar there, which you can see, but they might not become visible. Mine stands out quite a bit, so. Alright, so once you've done that, you'll also need to get your really dark colours, like these, and just go with it. But what I forgot to do, don't forget to do, is put on my lighter shade powder, which will help keep your makeup on for longer. So I'm going to take this brush, I'm just going to go over it. Okay, so now you put that on. Okay, now you're going to need to take your darker tones. The way this is going to work, you're going to outline your nose and not your cheekbones yet. Then you're going to start bringing this down your eyebrows. It'll look silly at first. I didn't actually do my neck on the day, so if I try anything it might look silly for this video, so I'm not going to. Okay, so you're going to start. You're going to take a really dark, preferably, I'd say this will be your cheekbones because it's really like a dark shade like this. Just get a little bit on your brush and just sort of like bring it down from your eyebrows and just sort of curve it down like that. Keeping to the curve of your bowl. It's there. Curves round, isn't it? Try and get them to come down to the same point. Okay. And then you'll also want to get it like a lot lighter. You want to do it on your nose as well, so you just bring this round to make your nose appear smaller. Make that bit stand out here on both sides. Also, you might want to squeeze your brush at the end to get a tiny little bit on, and just put it underneath there. And just on the top. If your nose goes up about here, that's where you need to do it. And that's where it looks good. Also, I want to just do it here. Tiny little bit there as well. Okay, so that should make your nose look a lot thinner. It may be a little bit weird there, but it should make your nose stand out a bit. Okay, now we're going to work on the eyes. Now these are going to be quite dark, look like you've got a black eye, sort of eye. So we're going to get more colourful ones over here as well. And I'm going to use eyeshadow brush for this one. Try and use a clean one. clean-ish one. Now you're going to get the same brown you used here on your nose and stuff. You're going to get that on your eyeshadow brush and you're just going to fill it all in here. All your darkest colour that you have that looks most like a black. So I have this one here. So I'm just going to do this as a base and then the second. Now you're going to bring it quite high up so it'll like curve round and meet up with the bottom bit of your eye there. Okay, now you're going to bring this round from here to here in the bottom and just join it round on the edges there and there. You're going to bring it quite far down so it's noticeable that it's actually there. Right, now you're going to go over it with your darker colour that looks like a black, or if you have a black, it's great, but I don't, you can only use gel. Okay, now that you've done that and it's quite dark already, you want to add a really, really dark blue. This will help with the effect of sort of healing, sort of. You're going to do this for both eyes, by the way. Also, when you're doing this, when you're doing this next bit, you need to dab it on so it's sort of in patches, but not very hard, quite lightly. So it looks like it's very faint, but you know it's there. Okay, so I'm just going to use this really dark blue here. Now it's looking a lot darker. Now you're going to add a really, really light blue as well. Just over the top. Not very much though. Now you're going to add a green, just to like add colours of bruising, because these are supposed to be like blacker eyes. As if like you've been punched or you're dead. Which is generally what we're going for, the dead part, by the way. Okay, so that's what it should look like. And this bit that goes in here, it adds a bit of dramatic effect, like it folds a bowl, so that's okay, or you could make it more round, it doesn't matter. Okay, so now I'm going to do the other eye and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back and that's both eyes done the exact same way. You generally do your eyeliner next, but I'm not going to do that because first, before you carry on with the eyeliner, you're going to take, now what this will do, you're going to put it under the eyes, so it's going to give the effect of wide eyes. Straight under your bottom eyelashes. Okay. Now that's done. Then put that away. Or you can do the top if you want even wider looking eyes. One of my least favourite parts that can go wrong in so many ways that it's not even real. Right, so what I did, by the way, if you couldn't see, is just apply it under there. And it doesn't have to be very bright, but it just adds in a bit of whiteness, which makes it look wider. And if that really irritates your eye, it's really annoying. Okay. Then you're going to take this, and what you're going to do is you're going to go along, and then you're going to go along halfway. You're going to bring it out in a flick, coming out. Just a big or small one, it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be very extravagant or impressive or anything too fancy. Now it doesn't have to be perfect, because remember, you're supposed to be dead. But basically that's what it should look like. I'm going to do the other eye and I'll be back in a sec. Now both eyes are done. They don't have to be perfectly symmetrical, but the closer you can get them to looking the same, the better. Now you need to apply your mascara. Once you've finished doing that, you're going to need to do your cheeks and sort them out. You could just leave it like that. I think I'm just going to leave it like that for now. Make sure it comes down to the same point. Okay, next. Do your bruises. It's bruises next, okay? So, basically you just want to look all, like when you died you got thrown about an arm and like head. You just hit your head and like your skin cells. Or you like got beaten up or something. This is basically the bruises part. So what you're going to do is you're going to start off with taking the same brown you did your contouring with and just dabbing this longer brush on it. Longer brush there. Now, you're going to need to decide where you want your bruises. So basically what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to think of spots on your face where you think they'll look good, and think about one here on my cheek, one up near my eyebrow, maybe one on the hairline. You might not be able to see the hairline. You also can do them on your arms, on your legs, depending if you like to show them. So basically, all you need to do is you just need to just roughly do a shape. Any shape. I'm just going to go for more like a tadpole, dumbbell sort of shape. It's going to follow what I do. Like that. Alright, now you've done that, that's basically your base colour. So you'll be done with that until you need the green, that palette anyway. What you're going to do next is you're going to add a blue. Now I'm going to use this blue. I'm just going to get a tiny bit on, well I say tiny bit, quite a bit. And you're just going to dab that on. Don't worry if it looks a bit out of place. With the rest. Okay, now that's on. You're also going to need to put that darker shade on again that you used earlier. Just dab that on over the top. Just to darken that back up. Now you're gonna need that light blue again, that really light blue there. Gonna use that only a tiny bit. Then you're gonna use this green here. You're gonna dab that over the top. Now, I didn't do this before, so I don't know if this will look any good. But when I finished doing that bit, I'm just going to use this. But I think I'll finish doing this. Now, every bruise has a set few colours when it's like newish, and it's like brown, blues, greens, purples. So I'm going to use this colour pad, which has my purples in it, and just add quite a bright purple, which is also quite dark as well. Just over the top of that. But don't get carried away. Sometimes you may add the less real it looks. So I'm going to use this now. And just one of these brushes, and I'm going to take the really, really pale one, this one, and I'm just going to sort of smooth out the edges. Do you know what it's like? So it doesn't just stop. So just sort of blend them a little bit, like how a bruise does look. Okay. So that's what your bruise should look like. Don't know if you can see it properly. But I'll do an end picture and I'll take it on my phone because my laptop and the camera's rubbish. But I'm getting a new laptop which should have a better camera on it. I normally use my phone, but like I can't hold it still and like see what you can see at the same time. So I'm just gonna use my laptop today. Also gonna take this darker colour here and just dab that a little bit. And I'm also gonna just blend that in as well. That's what the brush should look like. Oh, you can't see it. Okay. So I'm also going to do another on my cheek. Hopefully you'll see this one better. So again, them around so it's exactly the same. Make them in whatever shape you want to. Okay. Next, your lips. Now, excuse me. I used this one, and this one turned out quite good. Now, because I was quite careless, I got all whiteness on my lips from the foundation light and everything. So I'm gonna just, hopefully this will just go over it. My mirror just listed, but it didn't. And you're just gonna follow. smudge it quite rightly well. And then you could even go over it with a darker one, but just dab it. Just to bring the colour down a little bit. You could even smudge it if you wanted, but I don't know. Smudging might not be the best idea. Okay, so that's basically your makeup done. Now your hair. The way you're going to do your hair is really quite simple. And by the way, I just lied to you when I said that's your makeup done. So, basically I'm just going to keep my hair how I normally have it. Like, people don't have their hair like how I wear it. But this is how I wear it. Like, some people do. So basically, my hair just looks like this, and my partner's at my side, and it all goes over. And recently, I changed my hairstyle to looking like this. And what I do is I backcomb all this, and then I sort of smoothen it out on the top. But for this look, I might not smoothen it out because it might look better not smoothed out. So you're just gonna get bits of it, and you're just gonna start backcombing. Start with a comb, but I don't have one. Just go to this. And I'll be back in a minute when all my hair's done. Now all of this top bit is done, you're gonna need to keep this out of your face if it's coming over and you don't normally have it over. You're just gonna need to backcomb all of this all the way down so it just stays where you put it. Same on this side, just to make it look even and big, just all the way down. The bigger the better here. Okay, so now that's all up just at the top. You might want to just bunch it all together and then just do it underneath. Like that, so it's big all the way down. Bunch it all. Okay, so that's how that looks. And this is almost complete. If you want to add cuts, scrapes, bruises, cuts and scrapes, lip liner or red eyeliner would be really good for this. So basically, you just draw cuts wherever you want, but I'm just going to keep it simple and just doing along here on my face. I didn't actually put any on my face, but on my arms and on my neck. But I'm gonna try and keep my cleanup quite simple and easy, and just keep my cuts wherever is best. So anyway, you might want to drag those down to make them look like they've been bleeding. Maybe one like across under your arm where your cheekbone is. Just like that. And you might also want to put one across your neck, so if you do that, just drag it along in a semi-straight line. It doesn't need to be straight, and then just try and drag it all down so it does look like it's been bleeding. As far as it can go down is best. Okay, and this is basically your completed look. Leave a like and subscribe if you like this. I don't normally do these. I'm actually trying to figure out what sort of videos I want to put up at the minute, like gaming or just my dance videos or vlogs, which a lot of people say I should do. I should put some of my vines up. This is just a one-off thing because when I did decide to do it, it was like really quick. Everyone was just like, "Oh, you look really good. You should do that by yourself." I think this will work really good on boys and girls. Obviously, if you're a boy, it's a bit harder to do your lips. Maybe a black lip, like doing black lipstick. That would also be really good. So I'm also gonna just take a picture on my phone, and you can look at that at the end of the video because it's got a really better camera. Thanks for watching, and I hope you liked it.